This is not your regular podcast. No, in fact, it's not a podcast at all. It is a video that I promised you where I collaborate with Stitchcraft and Wizardry, an amazing duo, couple, husband and wife team. Stage left, we have Anna, who is Mrs. Stitchcraft and Wizardry, and stage right, we have Mike, who is Mr. Stitchcraft and Wizardry, and together they are the wizards behind Stitchcraft and Wizardry. They dye yarn, and they carve wooden hooks. Anna and Mike, respectively, of course. And I cannot say enough good things about them. I just think they're amazing, and it's been really challenging to have to coordinate, times between Australia and the United States because, hey, it's already tomorrow in Australia, So this video will be a past me interviewing Anna and Mike through the magic of video editing, of course. And I don't know if it's future them, past me, because times work differently. But anyway, enough chit chat. I'm gonna hand you over to past me, who is going to be asking the Stitchcraft and Wizards questions just for you to have fun. I had asked on Instagram if anybody had any questions, and nobody really asked us questions, so I made them all up, but I hope they're fun and nerdy and that you enjoy this little collaboration that we've put together. It's just a great way of getting to know both of us, our likes and just our likes, really. So have fun and bye. Hi Anna, hi Mike, how are you guys doing?
I think she's a bit nervous.
No, not at all.
I think she is.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's my turn and I'm gonna ask you guys questions, okay? I didn't really have anybody ask me any questions, so I made them all up. I hope they are fun for you guys to answer, but here it goes. Number 1, if you were to create a fantasy world / fandom, what 5 things have to be included in this fandom?
I don't know. Yarn. I cannot live without yarn.
Of course.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
But jokes aside, if we were to create a fantasy world, well, definitely yarn. I'm serious.
Yeah,
it would have to include yarn. Ooh, how about like a yarn world, like a world that's completely knitted and crocheted, like the houses are knitted and crocheted, and for example, I would look totally good in some cashmere merino. It would do wonders for my complexion. And you could choose your own, you could choose your own colours. Like you could choose, if you wanted to be pink, you could just knit yourself pink. Or if you wanted like purple hair, you could just knit yourself purple hair or crochet yourself purple hair. That would be amazing. But this is good. This is going way too far. So what 5 things would need to be included? What 5 things would need to be included? Definitely yarn. Definitely a female superhero, because I'm really sick of all those movies that always have the male superheroes in them, and always the damsels in distress is not my thing at all.
I need to watch Captain Marvel.
Yeah, but in general,
Yes,
fandom thing is always like the woman is the weak one and the blah, blah, blah. So yeah, totally not my thing. So yes, definitely a female superhero. Definitely magic. Need magic. You can't have a fandom world without magic. You. It would need to include you.
Obviously.
Could you be like a really sexy superhero with wearing your undies over your undies over your pants like Superman and stuff?
If you really want to.
I could crochet you some. Oh, Clarissa, can you crochet you some undies?
Crocheted spandex superhero pants.
Yes, can you please? So this is your task. This is your homework.
If you choose to accept it.
This is your mission if you choose to accept it. And that's my fifth thing. It needs to include, that's my fifth thing, it needs to include spies. I love spies. And actually, Lily loves spies as well, because she's full on. The other day, it was hilarious. We got into her room and I was like, Lily, why is this red yarn? Like, so she'd taken red yarn and sticky taped it onto the wall, onto the bed, onto the floor, onto the cupboard.
Yeah, there's bits of it hanging
But
everywhere.
not across, just down.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, Lily, what's all this red yarn like hanging around your room? Like, what?
Just why?
What's the meaning of this? And she said, Mummy, that's laser beams. So as a spy, she's like practicing to like go under and through and whatever laser beams. Okay, so just like that. Yeah. So, but your mission, should you choose to accept it, can you please crochet Mike some really tight, overpants fitting superhero undies, like Superman undies? That would be so amazing. Oh my god, this fandom is going to be amazing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's my answer. What's yours?
Strangely enough, though, I technically created one.
Oh.
Because I wrote my novel.
Oh, he did too.
Yeah, I wrote a novel. And it's obviously not very good, but...
Oh, don't say that. It's amazing. Why would you say that? It's amazing.
You haven't even... No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I loved it.
It would have been published otherwise. But anyway, it's kind of... Fun enough, it's a bit like... It's half of what you mentioned. So I told you
it was amazing.
So it has magic in it. It's a female main character. It's kind of two.
I was just going to say, he's a man.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of two.
So is the thingy thing is a girl? Oh, okay. Yeah.
So...
Well, it's not mentioned at the start.
No, so the first couple of chapters... Oh no, the first chapter she's not in it, technically. So.
Yeah.
So it has magic in it, but it's also kind of like in a sci-fi setting.
Okay, so it's magic. Well, I'm counting 5.
Yeah, okay.
Magic.
So it's also in a sci-fi setting.
Yeah.
So it has like spaceships and different worlds and things like that to visit.
Okay.
So
2.
And it has several different characters, and they're a bit funny.
Well, that doesn't really count.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to think of what else I have included with it.
Well, you can just add things now. Me. It needs me.
You are in it.
Oh, am I? Am I her?
No, I'm also you one of the other characters.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Which is probably not a bad thing because her is like...
She's like 14 years old.
She's like tiny, so she's not really a woman, she's a girl.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm technically in it.
Are you him?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, when you started
so
reading
maybe...
it, when you started reading it, like you basically are this person.
Yeah, but maybe it would have been like Lily would have been the girl.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Lily's very superhero-like.
I kind of started writing it when we just fell pregnant with Matilda.
With Matilda, yeah.
And I think it's one of the reasons why I came up with the idea for it, the whole storyline, because of me and her.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of...
Okay, well let's get back to the thing because we've got time. Okay.
So maybe the girls.
The girls,
yeah.
Okay.
And a giant potato called Larry. Just because I can't think of anything else.
Well, you need to read one more.
No, was it?
No, you had 4.
Damn it.
5.
Giant potato called Sally. No.
Give it.
Well, because my story has it, an evil sorcerer that needs to be overcome.
So
cliche.
predictable.
Cliche, I know.
Okay,
That's just what it is in it. So
that's it. That's our answers.
If you'd like a copy of my book, Clarissa, I'll just send one to you.
No. Or like you can have the online version, or like the PDF version.
Number 2, if you could only dye or carve for one fandom, which would you choose? I know it's hard, but pick one.
You did not just ask me that question. That's impossible. I don't know. Well, for me, there's two. There's Harry Potter and Star Wars. If you'd asked me 5 years ago, it would have been Harry Potter 100%, didn't even have to think about it.
Yeah.
Now, however, I don't know. See, maybe that would have been the answer to my first question, would have been anything that combines Star Wars and Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Because I really can't decide which one I love more.
Harry Wars.
Harry Wars. I don't know. I'm going to go with Harry Potter. I have to.
I thought you might.
Because it was there first.
Yeah.
So, Harry Potter. That's
I think I have to go with Star Wars because I was there first for me. So.
Yeah. And actually, I only got you into Harry Potter. When we actually met, Mike hated Harry Potter. I say hated because he really hated it, but he'd never read it or watched it.
No,
he just hated it because everybody else liked it.
I'd watched the first few films.
Yeah,
Maybe
like
the first
20
three,
years ago. But he didn't. No, but then, so when we got together, I was like, we cannot be together if you don't like Harry Potter.
It was just a rule.
So it was just a ground rule.
Yeah.
And then, did you read them first? I think you read them first then. And
no,
then,
I think we watched them.
Did we watch them first? Yeah. So either one, he read or watched them. So we watched them first. And he actually did like it. And then he read all the books. And actually, you read them so fast. Like, you just breezed through them. He wouldn't put them down. He just read, like, the entire series in one go. It was crazy. I think it took you, like, 2 weeks or something. Yeah. 3 weeks, yeah. Oh, less than 3 weeks, yeah. It was crazy. So, and now he likes it. But I loves it.
Yeah. And I introduced you to Star Wars. So.
Yeah. And it was the same thing. Oh, I didn't hate Star Wars before, though.
No,
I just wasn't
really
know about it.
Yeah.
So the only movie I had ever watched was Rogue One, which obviously is sort of like out. It's not really Star Wars. I mean, it is Star Wars, but it's sort of like
it's
out
in the timeline,
of the normal,
but not in the main series.
Yeah. So that I've watched, and I actually loved that one, but I'd never watched any of the other ones. So then you introduced me to Star Wars, and I just fell in love with it, and I just love everything about it, and oh my god. So yeah. Okay.
And I actually just remembered.
This is going to be the longest podcast ever.
That I haven't actually created anything for Lord of the Rings yet.
Ugh, thank God. I don't like Lord of the Rings. To me, it's the most boring thing ever done. Let's just walk for 3 movies and frickin' 16 hours of painful watching. Let's just walk to drop this frickin' ring into a frickin' volcano. I'm like, nah, it's not working for me at all.
It takes a long time to walk somewhere.
The only good thing about Lord of the Rings is that Aragorn is hot. That's the only good thing about that movie. That was the only thing that got me through the movie. So, actually, I do like Legolas as well. He's quite hot as well, in a different sort of way, in a boyish kind of way. But anyway, okay.
Next.
Number 3. Describe yarn/wood in one word.
Happiness.
Splinter.
Nothing more said. One word.
Perfect.
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, that's it. That was the fastest.
Or ageless.
No, it was one word and you said perfect. Okay.
Sandwich.
A wood sandwich.
Yeah.
Yum.
Number 4. You are given a task of recovering a never-seen-before blend of yarn or a new wood. You locate it under a bookstore. How would you proceed to obtain said object? Number 1. Evacuate and blow up the bookstore. Option B. Evacuate the bookstore and dig your way to treasure. Option C, who cares about books? There's a new yarn and woodland discovery to be made. Blow it up. Number D, and D, evacuate books and people and hire someone to do the recovery work.
D.
You need to wait.
Definitely evacuate the books and people and hire someone to do the recovery work.
I'm actually none of them. I'm strongly tending towards D. However, I would only rescue the books. Never mind the people, because because people, they can save themselves.
Yeah.
And I would totally want to do the recovery. Where's the fun in letting someone else do the exciting adventure recovery?
I do enough mining as it is.
See, so you should know how to tunnel in. You would be a perfect asset in this adventure. So how about we go with D, but we don't worry about the people and we dig in ourselves?
Okay. Sure.
I reckon that's a good answer.
Let's go with that.
Yes.
Personally, I'm between C and D. And last but not least, what is your favorite dyeing technique? And for Mike, do you prefer hand carving or machine lathe? I can't really remember the proper terminology. It's been way too long since I worked in a bookstore. But yes, Anna, what is your favorite dyeing technique? And Mike, do you prefer hand carving or using the machine lathe thing that you, yeah.
It's a tough one. I think my most favorite one is actually hand painting yarn. It just gives a different finished fabric. I just like the way it comes out in the end. In saying that, I don't like the way it looks in a skein. So it's like while it is my favorite, it's also my least favorite. It's my favorite to do, and it's my least favorite to look at when in a skein. But then it's my favorite again when looking at knitted or crocheted. So that's me. Yep.
Yeah.
I am complicated.
I know. Fully aware.
Oh. Anyway, your question? Your answer?
I would probably say wood lathe.
Lathe.
Wood turned. Just because, I think mainly because I haven't done as much carving as yet. Plus there's so much more that can go wrong with carving. However, you can create more with carving.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult. Although there's a lot more things I want to wood turn as well. So I think wood turn is probably my answer to that one. Yeah.
So good. Thank you so much, Elizabeth, for having us on your podcast as well. Mm-hmm. And thank you for being you. You're amazing and we love you. And I hope for many, many more collabs, for many, many more chats, for many, many more parcels, and many more of you. And you have to come and visit. You promised. You know you did. So stick with it.
Oh my god, this has been so fun, guys. So thank you for asking me to be a part of this, and I hope you guys had fun. I had fun, and I hope the viewers had fun because we all need a little bit of fun in our lives, right? Bye. And don't forget that if you want to hear or actually see, or both, what they asked and what I answered, please go check out their podcast, which I will be linking down below. Hope you had fun, guys. I certainly did, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.